Your friend's messages kept coming. Cairo said, "Bro, stop typing dots. Who do you think IT is?" You didn't answer immediately. The idea in your head still sounded ridiculous. You typed slowly. You said, "My sister." 3 seconds passed. Then Cairo replied, "Ha ha ha ha, shut up, dude." Another message immediately followed. Cairo said, "Wait, you're serious?" You leaned back in your chair. "I don't know." Because logically it made no sense. Your sister didn't game, she didn't talk about gaming, she didn't even watch streams. Her life was textbooks, competitions, research papers, and mathematics. Meanwhile, you had spent years inside AetherFall, grinding, raiding, learning every mechanic. And yet you couldn't even survive 3 seconds against the apex beast. But someone had just defeated it alone, using calculations that looked more like advanced physics modeling than normal gameplay. Your eyes drifted again to the notebook on your desk. You flipped through more pages. Equations filled every line. Vectors, reaction time modeling, predictive motion graphs. Then something made your breathing stop. One page had a drawing, a rough sketch of a creature, 4 legs, extended claws, a tail, arrows pointed at each limb. Beside them were angles, timing values, and probability branches. It looked exactly like the apex beast. Your heart began pounding. Back inside the game, investigators were already reconstructing the fight. Several players had managed to record the battlefield before the monster's corpse despawned. Clips spread across the forums. You opened one. The video was grainy and chaotic. Hundreds of players were watching from a distance when the fight began. The apex beast appeared. A massive creature of black armor plates and blade-like limbs. Even on video it looked terrifying. Then the player appeared. A single character, slim build, light armor, no visible guild emblem, a name floated above their head. Paradox. Someone in the video shouted, "Wait, why are they walking toward it alone?" Then the monster moved, faster than the camera could track. Normally that first strike killed anyone instantly, but the player moved before the monster attacked. Not dodging, not reacting, predicting. Every movement was already placed exactly where the monster's claws would be. The player stepped through the battlefield like someone walking through falling rain. Precise, minimal, effortless, no wasted motion. Then the attacks began. 1 strike, 2, 3. Each blow landed at the exact microsecond when the monster's armor plates opened during movement. Tiny weak points. Points nobody had ever noticed. Not because they were hidden, but because they only existed for 0.04 seconds during specific animations. The monster roared. Its speed increased. Normally, this was where raids died, but the player didn't panic. Instead, the character began moving faster. Not physically faster, but earlier. Each dodge occurred before the attack animation even started, as if the player had already calculated the monster's entire decision tree. Then the final moment came. The apex beast launched its ultimate attack, a move that wiped entire guilds, but the player stepped forward instead of back, straight into the monster's blind spot. 1 strike, a flash of light. The monster froze, then collapsed. Combat duration 19 seconds. The video ended. Your hands were shaking slightly. "That wasn't reflex," you whispered. "That was prediction, pure prediction." The player wasn't reacting to attacks. They were solving them before they happened. The way someone solves a chess puzzle or a math problem. Your eyes slowly turned toward the hallway. Your sister's door was still closed. The light underneath was still on. You stood up. You walked toward it. Then you stopped. Your hand hovered near the door. What if it's not her? You laughed quietly at yourself. Yeah, of course it's not. You turned to walk away. Then the door suddenly opened. Your sister stepped out. She was still holding a pen. She looked slightly surprised to see you standing there. She asked, "You're still awake?" You stared at her. "Did you play AetherFall tonight?" She blinked. "AetherFall?" You nodded slowly. "The VR game." She tilted her head. "I logged in for a bit." Your brain stalled. "You what?" She walked past you toward the kitchen. "I wanted to test something." Your heart began beating faster. You followed her. "What do you mean test something?" She poured herself a glass of water. Then she said casually, "The monster's movement pattern. Your vision tunneled. Which monster? She took a sip. The fast one everyone keeps failing. Your throat went dry. The apex beast. She nodded, yes. Silence filled the kitchen, then she looked at you curiously. Why? You opened your mouth, but the words came out barely above a whisper. Is your username Paradox? She blinked again, then she shrugged. Yes. Your entire world tilted sideways.